Most luxury homes in Dallas look amazing until you actually try to live in them. This one has a floor plan that exposes how outdated normal layouts really are. And once you see how the prep kitchen connects to the foyer and how the double game room upstairs ties into the glass-wrapped office downstairs, you're going to question every home you've ever toured. Let's go check it out. As you walk in, you get this really long, dramatic foyer space that gives you clean sight lines. You've got high ceilings, and this is where the home sets up everything it's about to reveal. And over here, you've got these dramatic double iron doors with glass that just brings in a lot of light. And this home is a lot of light, a lot of windows, and a lot of glass. And the builder intentionally gives you two functional spaces right up front, which most floor plans get totally wrong. On the right here is your dedicated office space, and the amount of glass that they use in the house for the walls and the windows just makes it feel very luxurious that most study spaces you will not see. The glass goes all the way up to the second floor, and this is one of the things in our videos that we'll talk about, give you the insider truth on what may be a standard feature for the house and what is an upgrade. The glass is definitely an upgrade over here. They just replaced the walls completely here. They just open up the space entirely on the first floor and the second floor with these upgraded glass walls. And look at that ceiling height. This is 23 foot. Again, nothing that's normal, right? Usually two-story ceiling heights are about 20 feet. This is 23 feet. And the glass runs all the way to the second floor. This is not normal. And just wait until you see how this pairs with the media room right beside it. Even here on this side of the study, you've got two levels of windows over here and two levels of windows over. And this is where this floor plan starts flexing. Instead of burying the media room upstairs, they placed it right here behind the office. So you've got the huge glass of wall on that side. You've got glass sliding doors on the front. You've got massive windows over here. This is amazing. And you've got all this beautiful wallpaper work. Of course, wallpapers are upgrades, and these glass sliding doors are an upgrade as well. But this is a very spacious setup, and I love the chandelier that they've got here. They've got more window seating here. This seems to be a theme in this house. Everywhere they've got window seating, you're gonna see more. Hang tight. And if you are really using this as a media space, you definitely want to add some blackout curtains so that it darkens up the space. And they've got the same wallpaper pattern on the ceiling as well, so that's a very nice touch. And this kind of becomes the adult zone of the home, right? You've got the work, you've got entertainment, all happening in one wing. So across from the study area and the media space over there, on the left here, this room is technically your dining space, but honestly, use it however you want. This could be a lounge, this could be a kid's room, this could be a piano room. It's right now set up as a lounge. It sits in the perfect location for flexibility, and that's where the wet bar comes in on the other side of this room. But before that, we have a powder bath right here and a cool design feature that I have to show you. If you've never seen one of my videos, I'm Vijay Muthuraman with Everkin Realty Group, and we specialize in new construction homes in the Dallas Fort-Worth Metroplex. And in our videos, we give you the insider truth on these properties, and towards the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you about what all buyers want to hear about in construction homes: convenience, selection, and affordability. Hang tight, let's go check out the powder bath. And look at the tile work here. It's beautiful. I love it. I love how they've paired it with this light blue cabinetry, and they've got a champagne gold hardware. It feels clean, it feels modern and bold at the same time. And check out this mirror with the LED lighting. It's a really nice touch. Even the wallpaper is next level. Monkeys hanging on vines. It's playful, it's elegant, and way more personality than you would normally see in a model home powder bath. Now, right next to this is one of my favorite features, the wet bar. But before we see the wet bar, I want to show you a couple of design features. Look at this. So instead of having a wall, you can have these wooden slats that you can open up if you want some light, or you can just close them up. They've done everything that they can to open up this space, either with glass or through design features like this. Very nice. And over here on the left is another design feature. They've used this wall space, which normally is just empty. It made these shelves with wallpaper back there for you to just put some decorative items in here. Just takes your home to the next level. Let's go check out the wet bar. So the wet bar, which is an optional feature, sits right between your entertaining areas. And this is where the home starts to stitch the entire layout together. If you host parties, holidays, family gatherings, this right here makes everything flow between all these entertainment areas of the home. Just check this out. They've got a wine storage area. Well, actually, this is a wine refrigerator, right? Not a storage area. And they've got a ton of storage for anything else. You know, you've got other liquor, any other drinks, mixes. You want to store all your wine glasses and any other whiskey glasses up there, shot glasses, whatever you want. This is a beautiful setup. And you've got bar chairs so you can easily serve drinks, little wash sink as well, beautiful countertop. You kind of see this brown color carried throughout the home in a lot of cabinetry. And you've got some kind of light colored engineered hardwood flooring throughout the home as well. So far, that's what we've seen. Another upgrade you will also see for cabinets throughout the home are the under the cabinet LED lighting. Small things like that just make a big difference. And that is one upgrade you should definitely consider doing with your builder. And that's one of the areas that we advise our clients to help them understand where their money serves them better. What kind of upgrade should you be putting your money on with a builder? Structural upgrades, design upgrades, and there are design upgrades that are worth it like this for you to do. And then there are design upgrades for which you might pay premium price if you were to do that with a builder. So if you have any such questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You have all our information below. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or just click on the link to book a Zoom meeting directly with me. No obligation for you to buy, sell, or even look at properties with us. Directly across from this wet bar over there is the moment that makes people stop on their tracks. Let's go check it out. Most homes have a pantry, and this one has a second kitchen in the pantry. It's got a full 6-burner range with an oven over here. It's got a dishwasher over here. It's got a ton of prep space on this side and over here as well. A lot of storage options, another sink as you prep to wash anything you have to. And the window that you saw me earlier through is a little pass-through space. Maybe one of you is at the wet bar across from here making drinks. If the other one's cooking, you pass food, you pass appetizers, or you're just tired of prepping, you get your bartender over there to pass you drinks as you are prepping. You've never seen anything like this. This tiny design choice, it changes everything. It keeps the core of the home connected even when someone is prepping back here. And I am someone who's big on connected experience throughout your home, and this is next level connectivity. And this kind of connectivity is not decoration, this is strategy. And now let me show you how all of this ties directly into the main kitchen and the living space. Let's go check it out. See, this kitchen and this living space over here are the main showpiece. Let's check out the kitchen first. This is another space where the home starts flexing. Look at this massive kitchen island. This is where everyone ends up. Morning coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner, homework, hosting, everything. At our home, when we have guests, when we're just there by ourselves as a family, we spend most of our time on this kitchen island. And this massive island gives you the most amount of space. They've got 4 chairs here, but this could actually be 5 if you've got smaller chairs. But here's what happens. There's 5 people seated, but then there are people standing to the sides on both sides. So you end up having maybe up to 10 people right around the kitchen island area. So this is a essential part of your home. And what I love about this specific kitchen island is they've got this design feature, what's called the waterfall kitchen island. It just makes this whole countertop experience flow to the sides and takes it to the next level, which is luxury. And over here, you see the same brown color that we saw in the cabinets in the wet bar. And you'll see that throughout the kitchen as well. Love how this kitchen ties perfectly into the prep kitchen over there. You've got your everyday cooking here on this gas range. This is also a 6-burner gas range, and you get another oven here. This is a KitchenAid appliance. So you've got your daily cooking going on here. You've also got another oven and a microwave setup here for your daily cooking. But then all the heavy lifting when you're hosting stays hidden back there. See, that's how modern families actually live. When you go to these homes and you wonder, how do they keep their home so clean? Do they ever cook? That prep kitchen is the secret. They've got some great cabinets here. I really like these glass doors that they've got so that you can showcase some of your china. If you're like my wife, she loves her china. Beautiful countertop, the same one that you see here on the island. I really love this backsplash and the color that brings. And this backsplash is not just here. That's the other unique part that this builder does, which of course is an upgrade when it comes to luxury homes like these. But the backsplash goes all the way up top and on the sides. So it really is a wall of tiles. You've got the KitchenAid dishwasher. Standard is your stainless steel. Did I say stainless steel? In my last video, I called the kitchen a chicken. In this video, I call stainless steel. We're gonna keep adding to my list of stuff that I say. Okay, so stainless steel sink. And I love this faucet, kind of champagne brass color. They've got cabinet pulls, which are the same color, so very, very nice. One of the things that I do wish at, this being a luxury home that builders start doing is find a way to hide these wall sockets. Maybe they go here, maybe I don't know, but it would be really nice if the wall sockets are hidden in a way. And they've got a really big vented hood. This is also a KitchenAid hood. Slightly different kind of buttons here than what you normally see in most KitchenAid vents. But what really stands out is how open this is without it being too exposed. You've got really high ceilings. You see the same under cabinet LED lighting over here as what you saw in the wet bar area. Since you can already see it behind me, let's walk into the dining areas to see how this all connects. See, this dining space is in the perfect spot. This is close enough to the kitchen to be convenient, but far enough to feel like its own zone. You're not eating in the kitchen, you're not eating in the living space, you're not isolated from the kitchen or the living space, so it's a sweet spot. But if you were to make the flex room in the front as your formal dining space, it's kind of far away from the kitchen, but the prep kitchen with that window that connects you to the foyer might help a little bit, given that you would have the food prepped in the prep kitchen and you can pass the food through the window to take it to a formal dining space up front. That's completely up to you. We've got here from this dining space, you're looking at the kitchen, you're looking at the living, you're even looking at the second floor from here, all of which you're gonna see in a minute. And you have these massive windows. Over here, you're looking at the backyard. Over here, you're looking at, something on the street, or if you have a neighbor or your fence. But you've got all of this beautiful light. You have an amazing sight line at the rest of the home. Families love this because it keeps everyone connected regardless of where you are. Oh, and by the way, I forgot the backyard, back patio space as well. So this whole space is just completely connected, but still kind of in its own zones. So it doesn't feel like it's just a completely open floor plan with no structure to it, which is a major problem these days with new construction homes, because then it's just one giant rectangle and you just put whatever you want to put, and it doesn't feel cozy. It sometimes feels like you're living in a warehouse. Imagine hosting in this home. Food prep happens back in the secondary kitchen over there. Everyday cooking happens over here. You've got family and friends hanging out in this area, and maybe even in the dining space over here. And then in a minute, what we're gonna see is there are people hanging out over there in your back patio and in this amazing living space that we're about to see. The whole setup is just one large gathering zone, which is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is VJ approved. Let's check out the living room together, because that's where everything comes together. Look at this beautiful living space. And this space is really the true anchor to your home. It brings all these spaces around together. You've got tons of natural light, right? You've got all these massive windows over here. It's like 4 big windows. You've got 4 more and 4 more. So there's 3 levels of windows bringing in all this natural light. Look at these soaring ceilings, vaulted ceilings. You've got this wooden beam going all the way up there, which of course is an upgrade. And you've got this TV fireplace area with this stonework going all the way to the top. You've got some LED lights focusing lighting down here, this electric fireplace, and the same brown wood that we saw in the cabinets in the kitchen and the wet bar is added here as a design feature, and plenty of room for oversized furniture. Right now over here, this is set up for roughly, I would say 7 to 8 people sitting in this living area. You've got maybe 2 to 3 chairs in the wet bar area, about 4 on the kitchen island, and more people standing around the kitchen island area. And then you've got a big dining table, which is an 8 to 10 seater. Do the math. You're easily entertaining 30 people or more very comfortably without feeling crowded at all in this space. But you haven't taken into account the outdoor space yet, which clearly feels connected to the rest of the home. See, nothing feels blocked off, nothing feels awkward in this floor plan setup. And this is where most builders get it wrong. Feel too open, right? It's just one big rectangle, or just feel too tight. This is a rare middle ground open concept floor plan. Just doesn't feel like a big warehouse or an echo chamber. See, that's another thing. With a house like this, if you don't furnish the house enough, if you don't add a whole bunch of things to your home, curtains and other things that kind of reduce the echo, it will feel like living in an echo chamber. And before we go to the primary suite that is right over there, over here is your back patio space, which has another interesting design feature that you don't see often in the Dallas Fort-Worth Metroplex. Check check this out. Again, over here in the back patio, you've got soaring ceilings, similar to what you saw in the living room. And the design feature over here that you don't see in most Dallas homes is that you've got a setup that feels like a deck that you usually have like homes in the East Coast. Normally, it's just a concrete pad, but they've made it feel like an outdoor deck area, so which is a nice touch. You've got a ton of seating space here. These two couches can have 6 people, but you can add more seating space if you want. You've got a beautiful backyard space. Of course, wait till you hear the square footage on this property. This home takes most of this lot because this is a big home, but still a decent sized lot. And with all these massive windows that I showed you earlier in that living room, anyone here is not missing any action over there. You're directly connected in some way, at least visually, you're connected to what's going on in there, and from in there, you're visually connected to what's going on out here. Same thing with the dining space too. And same thing with where we're gonna go next, the master suite. You've got your own private door from the master suite to the back patio, and I love it. And you've got massive windows in the primary suite looking at the backyard as well. Through this door from the backyard is the primary suite, and this is where the floor plan takes another major leap. So this primary suite is tucked in the back of the home. It's got its own lounge area and a fireplace. This is your retreat. Let's talk about this fireplace for a minute. They've got a quartz countertop. It carries the same stonework that we saw in the living room fireplace mantle area. You've got an electric fireplace, but this is a newer concept. So you guys tell me, I want to hear in the comments if you like the placement of this. Is this something that you will pick as an upgrade for your primary suite? It seems like a great idea, but I want to hear from you. And you've got these massive windows looking at your backyard as well. This home truly feels like a vacation home. You've got the vaulted ceilings here as well with wooden beams that carry the same brown color from the rest of the home. Entering the primary suite, which you normally would from your living room, you've got these really tall doors, very nice throughout the home, everywhere. Even the doors to your primary bathroom are these really tall doors. And look at all this space. A lot of builders in their floor plans make the primary suite oversized, but it's kind of pointless because not every inch is thoughtfully designed like it's being done here. Every inch serves a purpose in some way or the other. But the space over here, got a 2 to 3 seater couch. You've got another chair. You may not want to put one there because it's going to kind of block that door. So you've got about probably hang out 3 to 4 people. I don't know why you would want to hang out with more than that in your primary suite. So it's got enough space for you and your partner and maybe your kids too. And you've got a lot of space here as well. You know, you get a king bed, a couple of side tables, and still it feels very spacious. Check out all the space between the bed and the dresser. I want to call this a dresser, but this is not a dresser. To me, dressers are supposed to have pull-out drawers, but this one doesn't. Nevertheless, there's a lot of space between this cabinet and the bed over here. Now wait until you see how the primary bathroom connects to the closet and then loops around into the mud room and a dog wash area. See, this bathroom is modern, it's clean, it's very functional. You've got 2 separate vanities over here. There's one here and you've got another one, and there's just no chance of elbowing going on. You've got a really nice bathtub. You've got shutters, which is an upgrade. These vanities also have undermount lights, and there's actually a lot of space between the floor and the vanity. It's a floating vanity. There's enough room for your Roombas or whatever you want to use to just go around and make sure they vacuum that space and mop that space. I hope you guys can hear me with this music going on. They've got really loud music going on, so hopefully I can get rid of that in my editing process, but forgive me if I can't. Another nice thing about this floor plan is you get double master closet. Check out all of this space. It's a good size master closet, not a really huge master closet. I mean, given that it's 2 separate master closets, that could be okay. I'll show you the other one. It's just way bigger than this. But before that, check out this massive shower. Everything you would expect at this level of a home. I really like the tile work that's going on. Similar design to what we saw in the floor tiles in the first bathroom are the colors in these tiles, but they've got an interesting shape. I really like it. A big rainfall shower, a couple of shower heads, and a ton of space, a lot of space. Look at this, I'm still walking. This is huge. But the real magic is the second master closet. Over here to my left is the toilet. They've got mirrors on a lot of the doors, including the doors in this master closet. But check this out. This is a long master closet. And I know you're staring at the dog behind me, so hang tight for the dog wash area. Don't go there. They've got a ton of built-ins and a huge mirror on this side. And I like these built-ins for all the bag storage areas. For those of you who've got tons of handbags, this is a really nice closet. And this is why this layout destroys traditional layouts, from the primary bedroom to the primary bathroom with a walk-in closet, and then another walk-in closet to your mudroom area and a dog wash area and your garage over here. This is crazy. So this area behind me, imagine there's a wall here with a door to the garage, and on the left here you've got your mudrooms. You park your car, walk into the home through that door, take your shoes off here, maybe put your jackets, keys, whatever you've got to do. And if you've got a pet who's dirty, or even kids sometimes, you know, they just roll around in the mud and you got to spray them off, this is an amazing spot. I can't wait to have one of these so I can spray my son. I don't know if he's gonna like it, but I would have a blast just spraying water on him. Of course, my dog too. I don't know how Hopper's gonna take it, but I would love to give it a try. And they've got a little bit of cabinets here. You know, this is a sales office, so they've got all of this. But hey, nothing stops you from adding more cabinet, adding more storage area like this if you really want to. I'm telling you, features like these, like a simple functional dog wash feature, changes how you live your everyday life. And most builders don't even attempt to build a floor like this in their floor plans. Let's head upstairs. The second floor is where things really start to explode, and maybe your head will explode too. Just kidding. Before we walk upstairs, you've got this section here right next to the stairs where they've got a plant. Could be where your Christmas tree goes, or you got like an entryway cabinet kind of area, but that's kind of where those things will go. Beautiful curved staircase going up, which again is not something most builders offers, because these days homes are all just rectangles and squares and straight lines. And a lot of our clients really like it when they see floor plans and models that have curves that are not just straight lines. So I really appreciate that. And I know our clients do as well. Check this out. You've got a massive game room at the top of the stairs. This is perfect for a lounge area, family hangout area, or a secondary living space as well. But hey, you've got two game rooms here, so you don't have to make this a secondary living area. I'll show you the next one in a minute, which has been set up as a secondary living space or a lounge area with another bar area. So they've got a pool table set up here, a couple of chairs. And remember we talked about the glass walls going all the way up to the second floor earlier? That's what you're seeing here. So from here, you could actually see everything that's going on down in the study area. But let's say you're hosting a party and you have people walking in, but you're entertaining guests upstairs. You could see who's walking in from here as well. So great connectivity. And this is another area where this model stands out from a lot of other models that you'll see, because they've got some massive windows in the game room. A lot of times you end up with tiny windows at the top of your game room area. And I don't know why builders do that. I ended up with one of those in my house and I hate it. Got some really nice wall paneling work. They've kind of made this space for, you know, a TV, a little lounge area, which is a nice addition. They've added this wooden trim here, which helps with the flow throughout the house. Beams up here because you've got vaulted ceiling here. And another thing that you can see from here that I may not have showed you from the study area downstairs is the ceiling here for the study. They've added the same wood to the ceiling here with recessed lights and a chandelier, a very nice touch that you don't really see in most luxury homes even. But it does not stop here. This is one of my favorite features of this home, is a second living area or a lounge area with a second bar over there and an overlook down to the first floor. Remember I said this is connectivity at a completely another level. This is just amazing. It feels luxurious, modern, and honestly, it's fun. Home should feel fun. When I walked into this model, my reactions were, oh my God, this is amazing. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's luxurious. Every beautiful word that you could use to describe a home came rushing to my mind. This space is set up, maybe 4 to 5 people can hang out in this area. And then you've got this massive bar area with a stainless sink. Another one, I called it a stainless sink. Stainless sink. And then you've got pull-out refrigerators here, very nice addition. And you've got secondary bedrooms on both sides. Let me show you how the bedrooms are tucked away. Secondary bedrooms are spacious. Let's start with this one, which is themed like a candy shop. It's all pink, it's got gummy bears here. But keeping that aside, this is very spacious, really high ceilings, and this one has an ensuite bathroom, so it's very nice, private for whoever is in this room. Similar colors as to what we've seen throughout the home. Brown cabinets, under the cabinet warm LED lighting, really nice tile work here on the floor, and I'm digging this tile work that they've got going all the way up to the ceiling here. Very nice, very unique leaf-like pattern. That's a very nice touch. And over here in the bedrooms, you've got carpeted floors, and you've got very spacious closets for secondary bedroom. It really is a kind of a walk-in closet. This is, see, my hands are folded a little bit, so this is kind of the space. And over here, it's completely stretched out. So that's kind of the space you get here. A lot of light. You've got 3 windows. You've got 1 over there and 2 over here. And the one next is very special. This one is spacious. It's a very blue bedroom. That's not why it's special. Hang tight till you see overlook over there that I'm gonna show you, an overlook to the first floor. But this one's got an access to the bathroom that's common from the other side. So we'll check out the bathroom after this. Very similar size closet as the previous bedroom. 2 big windows bringing in a lot of light. But check this out. They've repurposed the space right above the entryway that in most homes is just unused. You would see it like a big area that's just, what do? Put plants. Sometimes it's just insects there. It's completely unusable in most homes. But here, they've repurposed it into a little lounge area with a Juliet balcony, big doors with glass, bringing in a lot of light. And this overlook from here, I can see almost every part of the house, except for the kitchen and the dining, of course. I could see a little bit of the living room. I could see the study, the media, the game, a little bit of this flex space on the left. And with this builder, you get a lot of options to customize. They are not like most big box builders where you can't move things around. You could skip the overlook and make this a wall if you want, and have this as a private space for just this bedroom. I want to hear from you in the comments below what other creative ideas you have for that space, and I'm happy to check with the builder to see if that's possible. And this is the bathroom that was connected to the bedroom over here through this door, but it is also the common bathroom for the rest of the second floor. Very similar to what we saw throughout the home in terms of design, except for white cabinets. This bathroom, I think, is the first place we've seen white cabinets and a white mirror, but they brought in the same brown wood look and feel by adding the paneling. In the ceiling, they've got some really nice white tiles, a new introduction of green tiles over here, a different kind of green from what we saw in the kitchen, but these all flow really, really well. Great design selections in this model. I'm guessing that's because it's similar to the green in the wall paneling there, and kind of similar to the green color that they've got on the wall here as well. And the next stop is the third bedroom on the second floor. So a total of 4 bedrooms. And over here, you could also have conversations about how you maybe customize the game room area over there. Is that a space that you really want? Do you want to do something else with it? There are a lot of customization options if you are building ground up. A very similar sized bedroom here. You've got high ceilings, just 1 window, but still it's got a decent amount of light coming in, so it's not a dark bedroom. And another bedroom which has got an ensuite bath. So very nice. You have a couple of private bedroom experiences that I'm sure family, kids, and especially your guests will really appreciate. And maybe in a home like this, they may not want to leave. Slightly different design in this bathroom. They've got some really nice blue hexagonal tiles, cabinets with warm LED undermount lighting, but a different color cabinet here. They've carried that same blue color up here to these tiles with more little hexagonal tiles there as well. Very nice design. That plus this little gold strip on the side is a nice design touch. If you're thinking about moving to the Dallas Fort-Worth Metroplex, here's what we give all our clients. What I call the 3 pillars of a smart home decision: convenience, selection, and affordability. Let's go to the wet bar. I'm gonna serve you some drinks, and then let's talk about the 3 pillars. My bar, grab a drink. Let's talk about convenience. Well, let's start with where we are. We're right in McKinney. We're in this community called Providence Cove by Grand Homes. Here in Providence Cove, you're just minutes away from 380, 75, and 121. So commuting to major work hubs or tech hubs like Plano, Frisco, and Dallas is actually easier compared to living in all these cities that are coming up north of McKinney. You've got shopping, dining, parks, and the historic downtown McKinney close by. And also you get access to the top-rated McKinney ISD. Everything that you need is right here. Let's switch over to the kitchen island where most of the family usually hangs out, and let's talk about selection and affordability. They're currently offering 2 lot sizes. You can build either on a 50-foot lot or a 60-foot lot. And when I say 50 or 60, what I mean is how wide it is. The depth could vary, but it's how wide the lots are. So 50 or 60-foot lots. And between these 2 lot options, they're giving you roughly about 10 floor plans each on these lot sizes. But where we are on a 60-foot lot on a floor plan called the Grand Prestige. So this one starts at $940,900 for a 4-bed, 3-bath, family room, home office, game room, children's retreat, and a 3-car garage. And if you add a 5th bedroom and a 5th bathroom, it goes up from $949,000 to $989,000. But instead, if you add a 5th bedroom, 5th bathroom, and the floating game room that we saw, then it goes up from $949,000 to $1,010,900. And the square footage based on your selection, whether you're going with a base plan or one of these add-ons, it could vary anywhere from about 3,566 square foot to 4,049 square feet. Let's talk about affordability. You can build in this community with floor plans starting all the way from the high 600s, like 687, 900 is the lowest floor plan option that I see. And when it comes to affordability, HOA dues and property taxes play a major role. HOA dues here in Providence Cove are roughly about $870 a year. Property taxes here in McKinney generally range around the 1.7 to 2.1%. So on $1 million home, you're looking at roughly $18,000 to $20,000 annually before any homestead exemptions. That's typical for the area and something you as a buyer should always plan for. Let's also quickly talk about their move-in ready homes. Right now, they have move-in ready options available starting at roughly $960,000. So that's Providence Cove in McKinney by Grand Homes. If you are looking to buy a home anywhere in the Dallas Fort-Worth Metroplex, don't hesitate to reach out. You have all our information below. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or even click on the link below to set up a Zoom meeting directly with me with no obligation to buy, sell, or even look at properties with us. Until next time, see you soon.